So hopefully you've already looked at the reflexive pronoun video, and now we're going to take a look at reflexive verbs. So when you learn a verb in German, you learn it in its infinitive form, and if you happen to see in front of it or around it sich, that indicates that it's a reflexive verb. So when you see sich plus a verb, like sich freuen auf, or sich ansehen, or sich putzen, or sich duschen, that makes it a reflexive verb. And because we see sich, that means we have to use a reflexive pronoun. So if you haven't had a chance, make sure you review reflexive pronouns with the video. And here's a reminder kind of chart of what they are. So that means anytime you see those, you're going to use one of these or one of these as a reflexive pronoun. So as a reminder, those reflexive pronouns are like you look into yourself, or you look into a mirror so you see yourself. Reflexive pronouns are those self or selves verbs. If you speak English, we have reflexive pronouns, but they're kind of lost in translation now that we're looking at German. So you'll see that in a second. But sich means we have to use mich, mir, dich, dir, sich, sich, wir, uns, or uns, euch. We have to use one of those in our sentence. So as an example, sorry, I did not say this one, but here's an example of a verb you would learn. So sich interessieren für, to be interested in. So sich means we have to use one of those reflexive pronouns. And those reflexive pronouns are never the subject of the sentence. Therefore, they do not exist as nominative. They do, however, exist in the accusative and dative case. So they can be the direct object or the indirect object of the sentence. So, zum Beispiel, Anne interessiert sich für Hans. All right. So these are kind of all the elements that are part of that. So first things first, we want to make sure that we conjugate our verb for the subject. So Anna is the subject. Ich interessiere, du interessierst, sie es interessiert. So conjugate the verb. Next comes the direct object. So literally this is Anna is interested herself in Hans. So that's why it doesn't make sense really in English. We wouldn't say that. Of course, für makes this then part of the prepositional phrase. So Anna is interested in Hans. Literally, Anna is interested herself in Hans. We have to use a sich form. Okay? Here's an example. Sich treffen, to meet oneself, or to meet. So this uses sich, Helga und Elsa. Oh, sorry. Helga und Elsa treffen sich vor der Uni. They meet themselves in front of the university. So sich requires that it corresponds to the subject of the sentence. So Helga and Elsa is they. It's the accusative case. So we use sich. They meet themselves. I know it sounds weird if you're speaking English, but that's how it works. The previous sentence was Anna also, I think. So that's sie. She meets herself. So that's why we used sich there. Sich putzen, to clean, also sometimes to brush, especially when it comes to teeth. So here we have ich putze mir die Zähne. So if you think about it, right, ich is the subject. So here we are. We have two options. We have mich or we have mir. Now, why did I use mir? Let's dissect this, shall we? I used mir because of the case. So we have to use some reflexive pronoun. In this sentence, it's mir. And this is why. The verb is to clean. Who or what cleans? I clean. So subject, verb. I clean who or what? I clean the teeth. So this makes this direct object accusative, right? It's the direct object. I clean the teeth to whom or for whom? Myself. So this makes the fact that we're looking for an indirect object makes sure that we use mir for dative. So that's why I didn't use mich. I used mir. So accusative or dative depending on direct object or indirect object. So ich putze mir die Zähne. So here are some that we should take a look at. Ones that I think are good to know. So, sich ansehen, to look at. Sich beeilen, to hurry. Sich duschen, to shower. Sich freuen auf, to look forward to. Sich kämen, to comb one's hair. Sich putzen, to clean oneself, except when you're talking about teeth, you brush your teeth. Sich rasieren, to shave oneself. Sich setzen, to sit down. Sich treffen, to meet. We saw that in the other example. Sich vorbereiten, to prepare. Sich vorbereiten auf, to get ready for. Sich waschen, to wash oneself. And sich langweilen, to be bored. So all of these have one element in common, and that's the fact that they all utilize sich. Oops. They all utilize sich. And because they all use sich, they are reflexive verbs. Therefore, they require a reflexive pronoun. So just kind of putting one of these into practice, I chose the first one, sich ansehen. So here we go. This is actually double tricky because we have a separable prefix verb. So ich sehe mir die Uhr an. I look at who or what? The clock. So that's accusative, to whom or for whom? Myself. So that's why we use dative. Ich sehe mir die Uhr an. Sich baden, to bathe oneself. Der Mann badet sich in der Badewanne. Der Mann badet sich in der Badewanne. So once again, one where it's, we don't really translate this in English. Der Mann badet sich in der Badewanne. Sich rasieren, to shave oneself. Rasiert sich. He shaves himself. But you'll also have to be careful, like this one's accusative case. If you're shaving a leg, ich rasiere mir die Beine. I shave myself the legs. It's a very bad English translation, but that's the literal translation. Ich rasiere mir die Beine. I shave my legs. I shave the legs myself. Sich putzen, to clean oneself. Here we go, back to the teeth. Der Junge putzt sich die Zähne. This is the accusative case because it's the direct object. The boy cleans who or what? The teeth, to whom or for whom? Himself. So this is dative. But the nice thing about sich is it's the same accusative and dative. So if I change der Junge to you, clean yourself the teeth, the dative still holds true, but dich is accusative, dir is dative. So du putzt dir die Zähne. See if you can match these. So du rasierst dich. Ich Wo sind wir? Ich wasche mir die Hände. Ich dusche mich. Wir putzen uns die Zähne. Sie kämmt sich die Haare. Er beeilt sich und sie rasiert sich die Beine.